Well, here we are again.
Yeah, but this time we're seniors.
And we're gonna rule the school.
Oh, mate, wait till I get that ginger little bastard all this.
Education, education, and education.
Usual conditions: no conferring, no eating, no cheating, no looking out of windows, no slang, no slide rules. Use ink only via a nib if possible.
I want to become an actor and it's my life's dream. It's either that or a singer or a fireman.
A midwife.
A mechanic.
Beatboxing. PE teacher.
I want to be a fashion journalist.
I just want to be an electrician. Mum says it's good pay. And I like electrical stuff too.
George, don't do that.
Do you recognize me? Very soon I will be your student. But I will not always sit in your classroom. I will not take out a pencil or open a textbook. You grew up with books. I read from a laptop, an iPad, a smartphone. I use a keyboard more than a pen. I'm a digital native, an active learner. Why carry just a textbook when my iPad connects me to the world?
Technology is basically neutral. It's kind of like a hammer. I mean, the hammer doesn't care whether you use it to build a house or whether a torturer uses it to crush somebody's skull. Hammer can do either. Same with the modern technology, say the internet and so on. The internet is extremely valuable if you know what you're looking for. If you don't know what you're looking for, if you don't have some kind of a conception of what matters, exploring the internet is just picking out random factoids that don't mean anything.
Nigel, don't do that.
And although he wasn't wealthy, I well remember when it came to the fact that I wanted to go to Oxford and you had to have Latin to go to Oxford. My school hadn't provided Latin in the curriculum. Nevertheless, he sacrificed enough to have me taught Latin by the local grammar school teacher, and I did it. And one was very grateful for the opportunity, but he was desperately anxious to give me every chance that he hadn't had.
kind of Eurocentric curriculum is off-putting to a lot of people. The glorification of monarchy. Even if people can't articulate these things directly, even if students cannot say, this is what I think is bullshit about school, they just have a feeling. And so I think many of the students that are rebellious are often the most gifted, particularly from lower socioeconomic backgrounds, at 5, 6, 7 years old. This mold, this kind of industrial revolution, learning by rote, preparing us to be serfs to work in factories, mode of education that we're all being asked to fit in. This one-size-fits-all education doesn't fit everybody. And many of the people that are rebelling against it, Einstein included, you know, who's the guy everyone holds up as the worldwide measure of intelligence, we know that his school teacher wasn't a fan of him. This society, like all societies, was designed. And there are thinkers who are the designers of this society. And so it's a society in their image. And so logically it reflects the cultural appetites of its designers.
Now, I hope it's going to be a lesson to you. I don't suppose for 1 minute it will be.
And who now, I suppose as a form of punishment, have to listen to me. There are 403 converter academies in approximately 138 chains. 2 of the schools in the trust, Debden Park and Welling, were among the most improved in the country last year.
What is pi? Where did it come from?
I'm going to be an hairdresser. I'm not going to need to know what x times 2 pi r, whatever it is. I won't need to know that. You don't need to know that in hairdressing.
Picasso once said this. He said that all children are born artists. The problem is to remain an artist as we grow up. I believe this passionately, that we don't grow into creativity, we grow out of it. Or rather, we get educated out of it.
Poems, no less. Poems, everybody! The laddie reckons himself a poet. Absolute rubbish, laddie.
Most schooling is just training for stupidity and conformity.